Many law of attraction teachers have steered you wrong about manifesting a specific person. Hi, I'm J-Ryze, and we're about to bust 5 myths you may have heard about manifesting a specific person. Let's get to it. Myth 1. You personally can manifest a specific person. Any teacher who says you personally can manifest a specific person may technically be right, but they're not a very responsible teacher. That's like a basketball coach telling a YouTube audience that they can all be Michael Jordan. And just like basketball, deliberate manifestation takes practice. Some are expert manifestors. They've been doing it a long time. Others are just beginner manifestors. A responsible coach wouldn't take a bunch of senior citizens and psych them up to think they could be the next Michael Jordan, even if it's technically possible. Why? Because they're probably not ready for that. Now, if the coach had a class full of college-level ballers, then maybe it's reasonable to encourage them all to be Jordan-level performers. So, can you or can't you manifest a specific person? Well, the answer is sort of. Why sort of? Because successful manifestation relies on 3 key criteria. And no teacher can tell you if you're good and ready at these or not. Only you know if you're good and ready at these criteria. But these things are not tricky. People have been using them for centuries to manifest their dreams. What are they? Strengthen your belief, soothe your resistance, and strengthen your desire. These 3 factors are how you leverage law of attraction. Practice them well, you'll manifest well. Practice them poorly, you'll manifest poorly. It's that simple. And I cover these in more detail in my Law of Attraction Explainer video. Are you really ready to manifest a specific person? Ask yourself, am I so aware and so in tune that I know better than the universe? Out of 8 billion people, who the right soulmate is for me this minute? Perhaps the one is someone you've been avoiding or rejecting recently. Perhaps your specific person is someone destined to be paralyzed in a car accident 6 months from now. Perhaps the one is waiting for you to drop your obsession with your current crush before they're allowed to swoop into your life. Only you know the true answers to those questions for you. But the main issue is less about can I manifest a specific person and more about is it practical for me, for someone of my skill level and my law of attraction skills to manifest a specific person. And a responsible teacher gets that. They get that only you know if you're more senior citizen level ready or college baller ready. Because only one of these people is in shape or ready to manifest a specific person. Which brings me to my next myth. Myth 2. You can manifest a specific person instantly. Plenty of YouTubers claim you can manifest a specific person instantly. But it's only partly true. Because the key issue is what I said before. Most people are rusty at the 3 factors of manifestation, and especially on a topic like their love life. You've got to be good at them to manifest well. So ask yourself, am I so confident that I could do it instantly? Because it's kind of like shooting a 3-pointer in basketball. Only a small percentage of the population is going to be able to do it reliably. And just like any skill, the ones who do are the ones that have a healthy, confident approach to it. And don't be surprised if your initial manifestations bounce off the rim. Maybe at first you manifest what you don't want. You manifest them rejecting you. Or maybe you manifest them butt dialing you. Or some other odd form of communication. These things can be unsatisfying for you if what you really want is to manifest your specific person in your bed nightly. It can suck if what you're really going for is a swish or nothing but net and all you get is bouncing off the rim. So is it possible for someone to manifest a specific person instantly? Well, yeah, technically anything's possible, but in practicality, only with an extremely wise approach and managing your expectations well. Without good practice, Jordan couldn't have become a star-level basketball player. And without good practice, you won't really manifest anything instantly, let alone someone else's behavior. Speaking of others' behavior, let's move on to the next myth, that you can control and manipulate others' free will. The Neville Goddard SP subreddit mostly says that faith trumps free will, which is weird because that would mean that on Monday, Melissa could use her faith to manifest Vince to love her. Then on Tuesday, Vince could raise his faith in divorce and manifest Melissa to leave him. And then on Wednesday, Samantha could manifest her faith even more to trump both their free will and create a threesome with Melissa and Vince. This does not seem like a credible universe or law, but if you believe in it, perhaps you can make it work for you. They also say that you're constantly living infinite possibilities at once, and it's all taking place in a giant multiverse, and all the other realities with other outcomes are fuzzy and outside of your awareness. So for example, there's a universe where Melissa got Vince. There's a universe where Vince and Melissa split up. And there's a universe where Samantha had a triad with both of them. They suggest you train your mind to jump between realities and that everyone else is doing the same thing. And so you're free to manifest anyone else's behavior you want. Mind control everybody. Now, this would mean you're not part of a collective of 8 billion humans on Earth. You're actually a solitary single person, basically in a VR headset, manifesting whatever realities you want, and everybody else are programmed robots. Now, if this were true, you could end war, poverty, and hunger single-handedly, as easy as changing the channels on a reality. Why wouldn't everyone manifest that? Abraham Hicks's take on it is more practical for most people. They encourage us to embrace the fact that we all came to Earth to experience contrast and variety. And part of that contrast is 8 billion free-willed other beings that we have to navigate. They can choose war if they want. They can choose poverty if they want. They can choose hunger if they want. And no one can take that power away from them, just as no one can take your power of choice away from you. How we navigate this interacting web of people is what makes us better humans. Not how well we control or manipulate a bunch of robots in a VR simulation. That said, Abe also says that one connected to source is more influential than millions, and they can often get an ex back or attract a stranger from afar or you name it. But they also say that is not guaranteed because everyone has free will. Even if Goddard SP's multiverse approach is technically correct, it would still require Jesus-level manifestation mastery to use reliably. Are you honestly gonna be the next Jesus here? Is it really practical to use some multiverse approach to control other human beings? Do you honestly see yourself eliminating other people's free will and overriding them and controlling them just like changing the channel? Be honest, come on. Because although that may be doable, technically, Abe's take on things is more practical. It's better to just get that our power as humans is the freedom to think, feel, and choose what we want. And since we're all connected, we can't remove that from one human without removing it from ourselves. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's pretty basic. So many people I see these days are obsessing over controlling somebody or manipulating someone or manifesting a specific person. It's getting to be a bit much, no? A little over the top? Which leads me to our next myth. Obsession can be good, like Michael Jordan, but it usually isn't. Myth 4, you have to think about or let go of your specific person. The truth on this? Well, you've probably sensed a theme here. It's sort of, or both. If you've got a desire for love, connection, or intimacy, you simply can't let go of it. Go ahead, try it. It'll come back in a year or 2 or 10, because all you can really do with unfulfilled desires is ignore them or suppress them. You can never let go of them, at least not their essence. If you have a desire for food, air, water, human touch, those desires are not going away. If you have a desire for freedom or security or wealth, those desires are not going away. Your desires cannot be let go of, at least their essence. Want an example? A few days ago, you were hungry. You desired food. The longer the food was held away, the stronger your desire got. You wanted to manifest a reality where you were eating. You had a full belly. Some people in developing countries have a harder time manifesting food than others. Some people dehydrating in a desert have a harder time manifesting water. But in both cases, it's still doable. People have done it. But anytime a manifester manifested food to satiate their desire, did they have to let go of the desire on the journey? No. In fact, they probably gave it mega thought, like a ton of thought. They hyper-focused on it. But I'll tell you what they did have to let go of. They had to let go of sulking in a corner. They had to let go of complaining and whining and throwing tantrums. But they can never let go of a desire, because once a desire is born, it's meant to be fulfilled sooner or later. This is law. I repeat, you literally can't let go of a desire, but you can let go of resistance. You can let go of doubt and bitterness and anxiety and worry and frustration and guilt and blame and depression and all these things. So, should you think about your specific person all day, every day? Well, thinking is like plugging an electrical appliance into a wall socket. Not thinking about something at all is like plugging nothing into a wall socket. No juice, no spark. Thinking something general like love, connection, and intimacy is coming closer to me is like plugging in a little bit of juice into the socket, low voltage, and it's a good step for beginner manifestors. It usually doesn't trigger resistance. Thinking about something slightly specific, like the universe is bringing me a powerful, pretty-faced partner who I'm proud of, is like plugging in a medium amount of voltage. And it's a good step for intermediate manifestors. It is more likely to trigger resistance though. Thinking something very specific, like I'm controlling one celebrity out of all 8 billion humans on Earth who happens to live in my town to text me today, is like plugging in insane voltage into the wall socket. And not only will it trigger tons of resistance for most people, it'll basically cause a short circuit or an electrical fire or something, and then you'll give up on law of attraction altogether. Now, there's no rule that says you can't get hyper specific with your manifestations, but it's usually best done by pro manifestors who are very confident in whatever topic they're manifesting about. The same goes for frequency of thought. How often should I think about my SP? It's kind of like plugging in a computer not quite long enough for it to boot up. You don't get any results with too little thinking about something. On the other hand, if a computer's plugged in too long, especially in summer, it'll overheat and you'll lose all your work. So don't want to think too much either. You can tell how much or how intensely to think about your SP by your emotions. Are your emotions overheating, turning negative? Curb that thinking. Are your emotions joyous and high vibing every time you think about them? Turn it up. Leave it plugged in. Focus on the SP more. To summarize, you can never let go of your desire, but you should definitely drop and let go of resistance. And it can often be helpful to pull back on the specifics, be a little more gentle in case you overheat. But how, you ask? Well, let's get to the next myth. Myth 5. You can use method X or method Y to manifest your specific person. This is a myth But like the other myths, there's still something to it. Because although certain methods are effective for certain people, when a law of attraction teacher is giving you a method, they're just giving you what worked for them. They're giving you possible ways of elevating your beliefs and desires and soothing your resistances. And no matter how great these teachers are, their methods may or may not work for you. And I would stay clear away from anyone who swears that their method is the best or the only way to manifest. It'd be nice if there was a one-size-fits-all method that teachers could recommend to upcoming manifestors. But you're a unique blend, a unique vibrational blend, and you will need unique methods that suit you in unique amounts. And like, you might have high vibes on one topic and a certain method will work for you there. You might have super low vibes on another topic and that method won't work anymore. And you have to find another method entirely for that topic. So this means that you'll have to find unique methods that suit you. So what method should you use to manifest your specific person? Well, life will call you towards specific methods that navigate around your particular hangups and integrate into your specific situation. They will fit your budget and your culture and your belief system and your attention span and your preferred learning methods and everything. That's how the universe works. That's why there's so many methods out there. And the only way such a specific blend or journey of methods will reach you is by the universe guiding you to a custom tailored approach. Maybe the universe will guide you towards subliminals for a while and those will work for a bit. But then they'll stop working or you'll get bored and it will guide you to meditation next. And that works for a while. Or maybe the universe has you skip subliminals and meditation altogether and go straight to Abraham Hicks's positive aspect lists. Maybe the universe will make you pissed off at one teacher's methods just to guide you and nudge you towards another teacher that suits you better. Maybe the universe will have you invent your own methods. Could be anything. You gotta be open. That's why it's not about which manifestation method is better or fastest or whatever. It's about experimenting and playing and trusting your heart and trusting your intuition and trusting your emotions and being at peace with the journey and being okay with one method not working and another one working and so on. It's all about finding which blend of methods gets you your most satisfying results. There are so many methods. Vision boards, 369, 2-cup method, 555, mind movies, act as if, yada yada yada. People go crazy binging them all. Stop analyzing all the methods like a forensic examiner. Stop debating over them like a debate club. Don't just poll other people or seek out gurus and ask them which is the right method for you. Instead, explore on your own. Apply yourself to it, like it matters, and experiment with them until you find which ones work for you. Because ultimately, no method is necessary. You could be on a desert island with 0 methods available and still manifest and attract what you want. Manifestation techniques are just helpers. You can use them if you want, but don't get too attached to them because the real power is inside you. You have the power to adjust your beliefs, your desires, and your resistance levels. And there's any number of ways to do that. So guys, relax about all this stuff, okay? And you're probably wondering, well then how do you find out which method is right for you? Well, your emotions guide you. If a method feels good, continue with it. If a method feels bad, drop it or take a break or change your approach. Fair warning though, this doesn't mean just hop method to method, try them for 5 seconds and give up. I mean, give them a proper college try. Look deep inside yourself and find out which methods resonate with you, because no one external can tell you what's right for you. That said though, any method at all you use from a feeling place of lack or scarcity or negativity will backfire. So if a method isn't joyful to you in the practice of it, feel free to move on to another one and know that you can always revisit it and come back to it at another time. Phew! That wraps up our 5 myths about manifesting a specific person busted. Hopefully this puts an end to the many SP arguments out there and makes your manifestation journey easier. I sincerely want the best for you. Keep rising.